How are you?
I'm pretty good. It's Friday night.
Oh, baby.
It's the end of the work week. It's every gamer's dream.
Uh-huh.
It's that special time when the gamers game and the friends chat and catch up with each other.
Yeah.
I'm down here in a little window, and
Yeah, you are a really little window.
so will you be if you can speak louder than me.
Oh, you want me to be louder than you?
I just
There I am.
I
There's my beautiful face.
Yes, I think if we talk over each other, then perhaps the louder one will be seen.
Yeah, that makes sense. Usually, I think actually something that works really well is that usually you and I are both the loudest ones.
That is convenient.
With the
So,
exception of the fact that I feel like sometimes it's like I'm probably more likely to be the person where you're like, Liz, you need to shut the fuck up. Like Liz, we're in a movie theater.
yeah, well, I might be kind of strict about that, but those days are
Not
go-
when the movie was playing, but
those days are long gone, and they may never return. So,
oh Lord.
hey, I'm attempting to play Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout now.
Yeah.
And I say attempting because I've tried to stream this before by myself, and it ran very slowly, perhaps too slowly to be enjoyed.
Uh-huh.
But we're going to try it anyway. And if it doesn't work, we've got plenty of other games. Liz, have you played Fall Guys at all?
I have played Fall Guys. We actually played it the day it came out. I mean, we've played it since then, but we played it the day it came out. So and the servers kept crashing because they didn't know.
Yep.
And so it was like multiple times we tried to play it. And that first night, Elliot actually watched us
Yeah.
and he thought this was the funniest thing he had seen in his life.
Of course.
And then
And
at one point, did I tell you what he said? Even if I did, I'm going to tell you again.
mhm.
At one point, he was laughing and laughing, and he was like, "It's so funny when they fall." And I looked at him and I said, "Elliot, do you like falling?" And he got dead serious and
Yeah.
goes, "No, no, I do not."
That really made him think.
Yeah.
Perhaps learning a lesson about empathy and Schadenfreude.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna tweet that we're doing this.
yeah. Please tweet about it. I'm also wondering, since you're not playing and since you're
Uh-huh.
doing the more producer type duties,
Mm-hmm.
how smooth or not smooth does this look on the stream?
Mostly not smooth.
Great. Okay. So you're seeing what I'm experiencing.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Probably. I mean, you're seeing some version of it. I don't know if it looks exactly the same,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, this is running much more slowly and choppily than it's supposed to,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine.
Yeah.
I haven't lost yet. I mean, any second I will, but
Yeah, this game is what a delight. What funny little beans.
yeah, the next best thing to minions.
I, um
Now I've lost.
I saw somebody tweet recently and I forget who it was, but they were like, "What's that game with the little beans that are running around?"
Yep.
And everybody was like, "Fall Guys?" And then somebody was like, "Among Us." And it was a she. I remember that. And she was like, "That's it."
Yeah. Yeah, Among Us has really to use the crown imagery of Fall Guys itself. Among Us has really claimed the crown that Fall Guys briefly held.
Yeah.
They came for the king and they did not miss.
Yeah. And you
Um,
know that game had been around for a long time, right?
yeah, Among Us, it was like 2 years old, but then all of a sudden, popularity seemingly out of nowhere. Yes, I
Yeah,
do know that story.
which is incredible.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine being the people who made that game.
And wasn't it like one person? I feel like there was one person who was like, "Yo, I've been playing this game," and then everybody else was like, "Whoa!" And it
Yeah,
like it radiated from that.
it's like the virus. That's
Oh Lord.
that's exponential growth in a nutshell. It just takes one person to start it, and then you wouldn't believe how many people have it in just a matter of months or weeks or days.
Yeah. I have something amazing to show you, and I was going to show you the actual version of it, but I then remembered that Elliot hid it for Santa.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Well, I do know, I sort of know, which is that he knows that we hide presents when they're in the house, but it's not time yet.
Yeah.
And I think that he thinks that he has to hide things for Santa
Yeah.
for when Santa gets here.
Right.
He's like very interested in Santa right now, but he we did tell him recently, you know how he has the child doll.
Yes. I'm sure it was sold to you as the child.
That's well, and so I will get to that, which is that
I'm glad we're talking about this. Although I have to admit I have not seen the new episode today.
well, I will not refer to that one at all.
Thank you.
Um but we did tell him the name.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the only spoiler we've like actually given him. Because like I'm trying to wait until he's 5 to like have him watch, because I want him to have like be able to like understand the plot of what's happening.
Uh-huh.
And he's pretty good about plots now, but he's like not, I don't think he's there yet.
Okay.
And so I think if we can hold out for 10 more months,
Mm-hmm.
then we'll be good.
This is impossible. Sorry.
No, these are the worst ones. These are always the worst ones.
This is a real, my controller's broken, my uncle works at Nintendo kind of attitude, but I swear I'm better at this game when I'm not, draining all of my internet, doing
Capacity.
with streaming.
Okay, so I'm gonna open up Zoom so that like I can see like me, so that I can see. Okay, this is what Elliot drew today of his own accord.
Would you like me to bring this up full screen?
Yeah, let's do it. Just really quick if you can.
I can't.
There's 2 parts to this.
All right. Fall Guys, as I told you before, loves to be full screen and nothing else. There it is. So yes, this looks. Have you ever seen Home Movies?
No, but you've told me about it a lot.
Yeah. This looks like it could be from the show Home Movies.
So, and then he colored it in.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a picture of it before then. Here he colored it in.
Uh-huh.
And I said, "Why is it so dark?" And he said, "Because he's in space."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, but he did. I don't know if you can see, just barely. He put the sun here.
Oh, yeah. The sun is in space.
He was like, "Look, I gave him long ears and black eyes and no feet."
That's right. I'm sure his toy is just like that.
But yeah, I was like, I thought it was so cute.
Yeah.
That he drew Baby Yoda.
You're not
and I was
wrong.
like, "And what's his name?" He was like, "Goku." And I was like, "Yeah, dude."
Very close. Probably as good as he could do.
Yeah.
At this point. So are we going to talk? Do you have more to say about the name?
About Grogu? I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great.
What do you think about this?
Uh-huh.
This is something that I came up with last week after watching the episode of The Mandalorian called The Jedi.
Yes.
And it goes like this. Baby Yoda's real name. Grogu is Baby Yoda's real name. Baby Yoda's real name. Fire away. Do you like that?
I do, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Me too. I liked it as soon as I thought of
um, you know how in the last episode that you watched, they were talking about the stone that they have, like the seeing stone.
it. Mm-hmm.
Um, Blake and I were talking about this, and he was pointing out that like a lot of this stuff is just like filmed in like SoCal. He was like, "Welcome
Mm-hmm.
to the OC, Baby Yoda," and I was like, "Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, here's the stone." I
I,
was very pleased with myself.
as you should be. I wish I knew what that was.
That's California, the song that
Mm.
was the theme to the
Okay,
OC.
yes. I could have guessed that. However, I never watched the OC, and so I didn't know it for certain.
It was the real lyrics are California, California, here we come by Phantom Planet, our boy Jason Schwartzman's band.
Oh yeah.
Our buddy. Oh, I have information for you, by the way.
Do tell.
Let me bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeremy messaged me today.
Oh, is this about Jeremy's
Yes.
friend?
This is the information you have required.
Oh boy.
Um
Podcasts fans rejoice.
so he wanted me to so first off, our my favorite band Roof Beams has an album out today.
Which I want to talk more about.
Oh, good. I had posted about this and he had responded like clap emoji or whatever. And I was like, it's so good. He was like, I'll have to check it out. He said, also, I'm so mad I didn't pitch Podcast Chevalier.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I'll tell Will. He's like, or did I tell you and I forget? I said, you did not, but that's very good. I'll have to tell Will on the stream tonight. He said, oh, and I will and tell Will I had done an ink drawing of Griffin Newman. Jeremy's an artist. I have like we have portraits of Kenny and I on our wall from Jeremy.
Yeah.
And he said I had posted it to my Insta story with a tag and he liked it. He messaged and we did the thanks. I did the thanks for everything bit. We went back and forth and I was able to let him know that the show saved my life. Also, and I didn't tell him this, that show is basically me talking to myself all day. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's how he drew a picture of him.
Uh-huh.
Which also, guess who else he drew a picture of that recently?
Paul F. Tompkins.
One of his friends. I'll give you a clue. His initials are CC. I'll give you another clue. His wife's initials are also CC.
That feels like it should be a dead giveaway, and yet, having been put on the spot.
He has been on Drunk History a lot.
Of course. Now I remember who they are. You're referring to Craig Kikowski and Carla Kikowski, correct?
Yes. He did a drawing of Craig Kikowski, and I said, "Cack attack."
Yeah.
And Carla Kikowski commented and said, "This is amazing. You're very talented. Thank you for listening." And then she's like, she tagged, because he didn't tag Craig Kikowski for some reason, but she was like, "Did you see this?" And he liked that. So he has now seen it.
Cool. What's do you want to shout out Jeremy's Instagram?
Yeah, his art Instagram is JR Patterson Art. And you can see all of his really amazing, he does really, I mean, he works in like acrylics, but then also watercolor and like just like pen and ink too.
Mm-hmm.
So he has like it's a really wonderful like mixture of stuff, and it's been so wonderful to see his like artistic style grow and change over time.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's really gotten like a really like distinctive, I want to say voice, but that's not how paint works.
But I know what you mean.
Yeah. And it wasn't always it's always been sort of like this, but it just feels like it's gotten sharper, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you look at the paintings of Kenny and I, and then you look at the paintings on his Instagram, you can see that they're related, but you can also see that like the versions we have are like almost like earlier drafts,
Uh-huh.
which is wonderful.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been a joy. I hope he feels the same way about my writing.
Yes. What we're all hoping for you.
Yes.
For you.
I love your like little like troll
Yeah, my ogre costume.
ogre. There we go.
Yes. I haven't played this game in a little while. I played it a lot when it was new in
Mhm.
August, and then much less so for the past month or two.
Uh-huh.
And I logged back in today to troubleshoot before the stream and discovered what they did with the names. I don't know if that, I don't know how recent that addition is.
What did they do with the names?
So do you know that I'm playing this on PC, and originally whatever your Steam name was, that was the name of your guy.
Oh, of your fall guy.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
then and everyone could see that because you could just
Yeah.
toggle seeing everyone's names on and off.
Hmm.
Now Steam, as far as I'm aware, as far as I can tell from all evidence I've seen, doesn't really have much in the way of standards for what you can and can't name yourself.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And this game could easily appeal to children as it appealed to your 4-year old.
Yes.
And the game was obviously rife with seeing very vulgar phrases
Yeah.
hanging over every little bean. And so they quickly updated it so that there were no more Steam names. And instead, you just, if you toggled names on for everyone, it would just say Fall Guy and then a random four digit number,
Oh, that's funny.
which doesn't even like, which isn't even unique to you because there are so many people playing the game.
Yeah, of
And
course.
so not every 4-digit number is unique. And the new addition is that now you can randomly generate yourself a name,
Ooh.
which is based on it's a string of 3 words.
Hmm.
So they've obviously got like a bank of
Yeah.
all sorts of words that can fill those 3 blanks.
Hmm.
And you can just roll the dice to get a new one anytime you want. I rolled the dice approximately 6 times until I got the name you see here, Shady Snoring Goose. And
For our
yes,
goslings.
I was looking for something that might be similar to Smug or Bud, and I got Goose. I was like, okay,
Got goose.
gotta stop there. I'm not gonna roll again. It's not
um,
blackjack, but it is like a 17.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm not gonna hit on that 17.
Did I have I ever told you the story about the list of banned words from passwords at my job?
I don't think so.
Um, so my job has like incredible security because of the stuff that we do in the securities industry. So like I have to log on 3 times to get into my computer in the morning.
Wow.
Um, there's like a password lock screen, like the normal lock screen, and then like another thing I have to log into once I like actually get into like Windows or whatever. And they recently made it so that do you read XKCD?
I have in the past.
Have you ever seen their they're actually really useful comic on password lengths.
No, I can't recall seeing that.
Basically the comic is like, it doesn't really matter how many options you have for characters. It's way more useful to just have long passwords. Because like you could have a password that's 12 characters, but a computer will be able to figure it out in like X amount of time, which is like 3 days. But if you have a password that's 20 characters, it'll be able to figure it out in 20 years, basically. So it's just better to like have, like, if you have a password that's 20 characters, but it's all lowercase letters, like it's just so much more secure than having like a 12 or a 10 character password with like a variety of things. So at work, they recently switched within like the past year and a half to having much longer passwords, but they still have requirements around words you can't use that are super common. And you still have to have like a cap and like a symbol, standard stuff. But they also have the list of words that you can't use is really expansive. So there's things on it that are like password, and then there's like Orioles, right? Because the Baltimore Orioles are nearby.
Okay.
And other sort of like sports teams. But when we got the list initially, it was 2 or 3 years ago, and I was in the office and I'm like looking at it and I was like, okay, like a lot of these make sense. And my boss was like, I don't even know what half these words are. My very lovely boss, who's like 53 at the time or something. She's like, what's hentai? And I had to be like, Claire, don't Google it. That is Japanese anime pornography is the quickest way I can tell it to you. Do not look up what that word means. If you have any other questions about other words, please ask me what they are first. And she was like, oh my God. It's like,
that's priceless.
It was one of my greatest joys to be able to prevent her from Googling that on her work computer, though.
Yeah, you deserve a raise after that.
Yeah, what a great thing. But I thought of that because of the bad word usernames that you had mentioned.
Yes, that's right.
What did you?
No,
oh, go ahead.
What did I what?
Oh, I said I feel like there was something else you wanted to talk about, but you started talking, so just say the thing you were going to say.
Well, before I said, you mentioned roof beams earlier.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to chat with you about the new album.
Yeah. Have you listened to it?
I did listen to it today. Yes.
I listened to it 5 times.
Yeah, I listened to it once through.
Yeah, which is the normal amount.
Yep. But you're a fan, so you did the normal amount for a fan.
Yeah.
Is this fun, just watching me lose Fall Guys in the first round over and over again with a bunch of frames missing because
with a bunch of like 12-year-olds like Friday night I got my Mountain Dew.
Code Red.
Code Red, bitches. Honey, don't swear.
Mom. Should I tell you what I think of the album first, or do you want to start?
I would love to hear what you think of it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I will say to preface for whoever is listening to us right now, which is that it's called This Life Must Be Long. You can get it on Bandcamp. You can stream it on Spotify. He still has pre-orders for the vinyls, which he didn't get yet. I messaged him to tell him some of my favorite songs on the album today. And he said, sorry, the vinyls aren't here yet. And I said, yeah, when I order from Me Without, like a vinyl from Me Without You, it's like a year before I get it. So they just are holding onto my money, collecting interest for a year.
Oh, this is sorry to distract from what you're saying, but this is interesting. This is a round that I've never played before.
Ooh.
This is must be a new addition to the game.
I did realize, like, after a couple of months that I was like, oh, this is such a perfect game because they can keep adding different levels.
Yep.
Like, what a perfect concept.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like quality of life changes that they could make to improve it that would probably attract new people and also get older players to come back to it, kind of like Animal Crossing has done. Anyway, roof beams. There are 8 tracks in total. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, thought so. I just wanted to make sure that I
Thought so.
just wanted to make sure that I, in fact, did listen to the entire album.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to tell you was because of your encouragement, which we have a record of, obviously. I've given roof beams a chance a few times before. And I would like to say that this new album has left the best first impression
Oh, that's great.
of any of their music that I've listened
Yeah.
to.
Which makes a lot of sense to me in also just because like some of I mean and there are some songs of his that are older that I think are perfect. Like I think Egypt is a perfect song and has one of the most like crushy, like feels very intimate, feels like a Crush lines. But yeah, I'm glad that he's gotten better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like Jeremy and like
Yeah.
you can watch the evolution of an artist. Um, the other thing I can say about it is that I think that Roof Beam's songs sound a lot like the Avett Brothers.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
Did you have a song that you liked that you remember at all?
I think the track that sort of made the most solid impression on me. However, part of the reason is some context that I'll give you after I
Oh,
say
please.
this.
Yeah.
But the track is "Witness Me."
Yes. Uh-huh.
And that stood out to me. However, I think I have a better memory for that one over the others because
Uh-huh.
when I heard that song, because it's called Witness Me,
Uh-huh.
that made me think of a different song that I've been listening to recently,
Oh yeah.
which is one of the only things I've been listening to lately is the new Mountain Goats album
Oh.
called Getting Into Knives. And the penultimate track on Getting Into Knives is called Harbor Me.
Ah.
And listening to Witness Me reminded me of Harbor Me, a song which I really like. And that made me think like, oh, these two songs could like complement one another nicely.
That's so nice.
Witness Me and
I love
Harbor
that.
Me. Getting Into Knives by the Mountain Goats is really great. Like a lot of albums in my experience, I personally feel that with my tastes, I can boil the album down to just the 5 or 6 tracks that I
Mm-hmm.
really want to listen to,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest I leave on the cutting room floor, as it were. There's only one track on Getting Into Knives out of I think 11 or 12 or 13 tracks. I can't remember how
Mm-hmm.
many. There's only one that I truly like, would definitely skip every single time.
Yeah.
And then there's like 5-ish that I'm like, okay, lukewarm on. And then
Mm-hmm.
there was like 5 or 6 that are like in the rotation for a good long while.
I have this issue with a lot of albums where I have a couple of albums that there's some albums that I feel that way with, like Neon Bible by Arcade Fire.
Yep.
Like half of those songs I think are just like knockout, and then the other half are a mixture between like I can't actually listen to the song and the song has like a part that I like immediately followed by a part that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Like the title track on Neon Bible I think is unbearable. It's so plotting. But usually what happens if I really like an album is that there's one song that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And on Punisher by Phoebe Bridgers, which I've been, as everybody knows in the world, obsessed with. That song is called Moon Song.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I hear it, I am just like, why is this song on this album?
Mm-hmm.
It's like very clearly about Connor Oberst. And the chorus is just, and if I could give you the moon, I would give you the moon. And as like a poet, I'm just like, I've seen better from a moon metaphor, like from a moon image, from a moon
You
situation.
have high moon standards.
I have high moon standards.
You are aware of the moon problem,
But also
and you are working on a solution.
yes.
One of my favorite lines from anything ever.
It is. I brought that up to Mario in his stream the other week.
The moon
Be-
line?
yeah.
That's great.
Because he was playing that bloodstained game,
Mm-hmm.
and at one point one of the bosses it's a trick because the moon is in the background, and at a certain point when the moon turns red, you actually have to attack the moon.
Oh, cool.
But before you can do that, you have to like fight what you think is the boss, and you have to wait or whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, have you ever watched Avatar? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, at one point, like they're trying to figure out how to destroy the moon because it's going to be like an issue for like the plan they're trying to do. And this general goes, oh, I'm aware of the moon problem. I was
And I
like,
am working on a solution.
I'm glad that you've also become aware of the moon problem in your video game.
Yes. The moon and final bosses in video games makes me think of Portal 2.
Oh yeah. God, what a surprise.
One of the best moments in any video game I've ever played.
I love that video game.
It's an all-timer, if you ask me.
I remember when it was coming out, Kenny was like, you have to play through Portal.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. And I got to a point and I got really, really stuck. And to be fair, I was playing it like on Kenny's laptop.
Yep.
Which wasn't the best.
On a laptop is how I played the first Portal for the first time as well. Which is weird for me because I like never played games on PC like prior to this year.
And for the record, when I say it wasn't the best on PC, I don't mean that because of it being on PC.
Yeah, you mean
I mean that because
the
it was
hardware
on Kenny's.
you were on, yes. Which was probably true for me as well.
Yeah. And I got really stuck, and he was like, it got to the point where he was like, okay, Portal 2 is coming out in like 3 days, so I'm just gonna like let you watch me beat this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm cool with that.
Do you remember the part, like what was happening in it?
I basically failed. Yeah, I do. I basically failed right like one level before when you're about to get incinerated,
mm-hmm.
and you have to escape, and then you like the game really opens up.
Right.
So I had played like I want to say like I feel like that's the halfway point of the game.
Yeah, I think that's approximately right.
So I got through half of it.
That's really good.
Which I was really proud of.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I've been playing a platformer?
What's that? I don't mean what's a platformer. I mean what game?
It's called Dadish.
I don't think I have heard of it.
It's I got it for Kenny on his birthday because I was getting him the game Blasphemous, which Mario had played once, and I was like, "Oh, this looks like Dark Souls and also Silent Hill and also Castlevania."
That I'm familiar with. I haven't played Blasphemous, but I've heard of it.
And let me tell you, I was correct. He loves that game. I like knocked it out of the park.
Sure.
But I was looking at the Switch store, and there was a game on sale for $2 called Dadish, and you're a dad radish.
Oh, sure.
So the game is that you're a radish, and your children all ran away when you were sleeping, and so you're just like moving through different levels, trying to collect your children.
Yeah.
And it's a very funny game, and part of the reason I got it was because the like description of the description of it in the Nintendo store was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I'm bringing it up right now so I can read it to you. He's a dad and a radish, is how it starts.
Good start.
And then it says dialogue that is funny, but not too funny.
That's,
And
that sounds perfect.
and then it says 50 cool levels to beat, 50 rude and sassy baby radishes to find, fast food dudes that will try to kill you, 5 big tasty bosses, a screechy possum, the joys of fatherhood,
That's a good addition.
a pretty good soundtrack, I guess. I like the graphics. I hope you do too. And then it ends so generically with collectible stars, unlockable secrets.
That feels like it must be a reference to something. Like that's probably word for word, like from the Super Mario 64 box or something.
Yeah. Yeah. And so uh I bought it and I've been playing it and I'm pretty good at it.
Nice.
I've beat 2 of the bosses. I will
Congratulations.
say I think part of the reason I'm good at it is because it at least so far, I don't want to say that it's easy. It is easy, but that's not what's happening. So far it's been a lot of sort of puzzle solving instead of like puzzle solving and also defeating enemies
Uh-huh.
because you can't actually attack any of the enemies. Like if there's something that's going to kill you, you can't defeat it.
Okay.
Like the hamburgers that walk around, like all the enemies are fast food.
Yeah.
And the hamburgers that walk around have little spikes on their heads.
Mm-hmm.
So if you jump on them, you get got.
Yeah.
And then like bosses, the boss battles have basically been like avoiding the bosses and setting traps for them.
That's fun.
But I'm very proud of myself. I feel like maybe I will be able to beat this game.
Nice.
But we'll see me eat my words.
We'll see me eat my words.
I will also say that in the past with platformers, when I've done something maybe 10 times, I've been like, well, I clearly can't do this because I just did it 10 times and didn't even get close.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no concept on how to change what I'm doing.
Right.
And watching Mario play Celeste, where one day I saw him play the same level for 4 hours,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I've been attempting platformers incorrectly.
That's part of it. I mean, not all platformers, but there's a subgenre of platformer. Precision platformers are like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Tough as nails.
Oh, but can I tell you about roof beams?
Yeah, tell me more.
So I knew some of these songs already, but a lot of them I didn't,
Okay.
or at least didn't know very well.
Again, there's
And
only 8 of them.
yeah, there's only 8. But I was really pleased to see a couple of things. Some of them feel like very classically roof beams to me.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think Witness Me has like a, or maybe it's Outer Rings. I'm listening to it really quick. No. I think it might be Witness Me has like a pretty strong mandolin in it. And he's always had mandolin, but like it's been sort of a little bit more in the background for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really nice to have like mandolin sort of come to the front again because I just think it just feels like so quintessential to me.
Yeah.
But he also has a couple of like fucking weird songs on here.
Okay.
Which I love when he gets very weird. And part of the reason for that is, which I think I've discussed before, but I'll bring it up now because we're talking about it, is that he recorded this album in his basement, and then his friends that are in his band normally all recorded it in their own studios, and then he mixed it himself.
Right. Yeah, I figured it had to be done that way or something similar to that.
And so because of that, like the production value leans heavier on like production,
Yes.
if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so like there's some songs on Fingers and or on Oh Great Paradox. There are these companion songs called I Am Magellan that are just like, I know I've talked about them before, but it's like all like somebody in the background going "Pat, pat," and then like that layered, and like there's people laughing on the track, and then it's like so weird. They're like the weirdest songs, and I love that he made them because they don't sound like anything else he's ever recorded. And it was even weirder that he broke them into two parts. It was almost like he knew like this is so weird you can't really listen to it for more than like a minute and a half or something like that.
Okay.
And this album has two of those songs. So Buckle and Carry On and and I think My Business too all are like sort of weird and have like some sort of synthy type stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
And just like his voice almost sounds far away in them.
Uh-huh.
Which he did in some of the parts, which he did on the opening track of Sharon too. Um but I am like, so I just think this album's, I think he did a really good job. And I know that like I'm the fan or whatever, like I'm the person that cares the most, but besides like him and like maybe his wife, maybe I care more than his wife. But
Weird.
I about the music, not
Mhm.
about Nathan.
Okay.
Bless him.
Sounded backhanded, but okay.
Well, and I don't mean that in like a negative way to Anne. I just mean that like Kenny doesn't obsessively read my poems.
Mm-hmm.
But there have been like the Tectonic Plates EP that he put out. I liked the songs on that, but that had to grow on me. I feel like I was in like a weird place when that came out.
Mm-hmm.
That out for that EP or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it did grow on me, and I had no doubt that it would. But like this feels like very much like in the front, like exciting but also comfortable, classic. What I love about Roof Beams, but also new stuff. He has also a hilarious line about like secret vaping or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And I know that Nathan used to like sort of casually smoke cigarettes, and I really think it's so funny that in this album he's talking about like like how he's basically replaced cigarettes with like vaping.
Yeah.
It's 2020.
That's a lot of people's experience.
But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I'm glad that you liked it in a first listen.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to get the album because in the past when I've learned the lyrics, it's just been through like listening and figuring them out.
Yeah.
And the album has like lyrics, like it has liner notes with lyrics.
Yes.
On the vinyl. And so I'm excited to like listen and read along. As an adult, I feel like I have to do that more often to really get the words in my head, which is something I want to do, but it just doesn't come as easily in my old age.
I hear you.
Which I feel like is partially because I have so many other lyrics in my head, you know? Like how many songs can I really carry with me?
Can only have so many.
Yeah. There's a maximum. There's a limit.
You have to prioritize.
I only have so much RAM.
I mean, you can't be expected to know all the lyrics to all your favorite band's songs when you have to, keep storage space in your brain free for, just works of genius that seemingly come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
like Baby Yoda's real name. Grogu is Baby Yoda's real name.
Do you like Grogu as a name?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, good. I'm glad you do.
More like Great Goo.
Because people were really shitting on it as a name, and I was like, no, this is a good name.
They did a few things that rule, and at least one that kind of doesn't in that episode.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that rules is the name Grogu.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that rules is deciding that the narrative is a Jedi would see the bond between the child and the Mandalorian and fear that Baby Yoda is the next Darth Vader.
Oh, I was so happy
Yes.
when she was like when she said something um like I've seen how this can go before. I was, or no, not even that. She didn't even get to that point yet. She was like, he's too strong and he's too attached to. And I looked at Kenny and went, ugh, this again.
And to be clear, I don't even care about the Clone Wars. I've never seen it. Any of those cartoons. I don't care who Ahsoka Tano is.
Mm-hmm.
I just, I just like the consistency
Mm-hmm.
with like the narrative about what it means to be a Jedi.
Yeah, you can't love anyone.
Right. Um, what I don't love is the decision that uh, Grogu and Yoda were not only contemporaries, but lived together.
God, I don't know why I haven't seen that like clarification, like that, like, I don't know why I haven't seen that those two things next to each
I
other
mean,
before this
I
moment.
almost couldn't even believe it. And here's my theory. Here's why I think they did it the way they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Was because for some reason, and maybe it's because it's what the fans demand,
Yeah.
but they when I say they, I mean like the writers of Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
including the Mandalorian, they seem dead set on the narrative that in order to be a powerful Jedi,
Mm-hmm.
you need to be trained in the ways of the Force.
Yes.
And anyone
Somebody needs to show you how to do it.
and anyone who's really good at the Force got good through training, and more so training than their natural gifts.
Yeah.
One of the stupid criticisms of the new movies
Mm-hmm.
was that Rey is too powerful without training,
Oh.
um, which some people rightly hear that criticism and say Luke hardly had any training,
Mm-hmm.
and
He had like one dude. It was a couple months at
and
most.
he held his own.
Yeah.
And I would be open to the narrative that some people are just born gifted with force powers,
Yeah.
and they're more naturally gifted than others.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it seems to me as if they wrote themselves into a corner where
Uh-huh.
they decided we may have made Baby Yoda too powerful with the displays of telekinesis that audiences have seen.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to be consistent in our world, we need to say that he underwent some training.
Mm-hmm.
And so they did say that, even though what that means is he was trained while he's still a baby,
Uh-huh.
and he was trained at the Jedi Temple
Mm-hmm.
around the time of the prequels that we saw, and
Yes. Yeah.
presumably even earlier than that.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me is weird.
Did I tell you that I found a photoshopped version of the image of Anakin walking into the younglings chamber
Mm-hmm.
and like where it's like waist down with the lightsaber, and
Yep.
they like Photoshop Baby Yoda like whoop.
Yeah, just peeking out. Yeah.
I sent that to my brother, and sometimes I send things I think will be funny to my brother, and I think they kind of upset him when I don't mean them to, and he
Sure.
just said no.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that was almost an hour of
Mhm.
failing every first round of Fall Guys because I will reiterate the game is unplayable with my internet speeds right now.
Mhm.
So let's forget that
Mhm.
for at least for the moment, and let's try something else.
Okay.
What you're about to see, please ignore it.
My face?
No, the part where I am playing with the stream studio.
Are we gonna suddenly like go? Whoa.
Well, you can partially see it if you look in just a moment. This just says good for some reason. Okay, it's good to know that that's good. That gives me the option to record video. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. This is where I go JACKBOX Party Pack 7 done. Okay. Gonna get rid of this. Come over here. And I'm gonna invite Dana to play. This is a little bit louder than I want it to be.
And I'm gonna plug my phone.
So loud. Let's try that. No, that still seems loud. Okay. Oh. Dana's playing Ring Fit right now. Take your time. We're gonna start without you, but you can join us afterwards. Just one question. Do you want to be on stream and hear Liz, or do you want to play like from? Okay. Yeah, you'll have to use headphones. So I'll get my headphone splitter out so that we can both be on mic. We haven't heard from Sarah or anyone, have we, Liz?
What? No.
Okay. I didn't think so. What did I do with that dang headphone splitter?
One of the only presents you ever bought me. Oh, by the way, did I tell you that I did my first attempt at the Arizona Cults Christmas suite and it was a failure?
I'm not even sure I know what you're talking about.
You know how I try to send you guys sweets or something, some sort of present every year?
Okay, well, yeah, you said words and then. Oh, okay.
You sound exactly like Kenny.
Wait.
You sound just fucking like Kenny right now.
Okay, I'm deciphering this. I think you said Arizona Cult Sweets.
Yes.
And now I'm putting together, okay, is me and my friends the Arizona Cult?
Yeah.
Okay. Not clear. And
that's what everyone calls you, the Arizona Cult.
I don't know anyone who calls me that. Us that.
Gary Fink.
I don't know anyone by that name. And then you said sweets, which
is a nickname I admit.
No, but like I didn't even know what you meant by Arizona Cult. So when you said sweets, I didn't think SWEETS.
You thought I said Swedes?
No, sweets. SUITES. Oh. I thought you were talking about like trying to book a hotel or something.
Oh lordy.
I need to find my headphone splitter if Dana's going to play with us.
Remember how I made you nougat last year?
Yes, how could I forget?
Did you like that? I feel like I didn't ask you this.
Yeah, I must have liked it. Why wouldn't
You're like, I like candy.
Yeah, why wouldn't I like it?
Well, I'm making you another sweet this year. Did I tell you my hint?
Yes.
Did you remember my hint?
Silver leaf, yes.
Yes.
I must be making so much noise right now.
It's a moderate amount of noise.
Because at one point in this desk, there was a headphone splitter. And now I am not finding it. Would you vamp while I go into the other room to look for it somewhere else?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, have fun vamping.
So here goes Will. Now I'm gonna vamp. I'm gonna tell you all about my hair. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this up so you can see my hair, so I can see myself. My hair looks so good right now. So it's faded a little bit, but I like when it does that. So I've been using Overtone, which is like a color depositing pigmenting conditioner, and this has been like my quarantine like splurge. Because I bleached my hair because I was Phoebe Bridgers for Halloween, because I go all in when I love something. And right now it's purple here and here.
What is happening,
But then if you lift up my hair, it's blue underneath. And my roots are starting to grow out, which you can see, but that's fine. I knew that was going to happen.
You can use.
But I wish that I had, like, the thing that Zoom does, and it's not doing right now, is when I'm at work for some reason, half the time it's like, oh, your hair can't be purple, and it literally makes it brown. And I just do not know why. So like the day that it was the most purple, it was like the day right after I had like colored it. I was like, my hair is purple, see? And then like Zoom went, ah! And they were like, your hair just looks brown. And I was like, God damn it. It was very frustrating. Hey.
I'm gonna turn my background off unless you don't want to be seen.
No, I'll be seen. I'm not ashamed.
Hey, it's producer Dana.
Hi.
I just talked about how hot I am for like 2 minutes or whatever.
I recommend Ring Fit for a good indoor workout.
Hot tips from producer Dana.
We're sponsored by Ring Fit this week. Ring Fit Adventure, the only video game that has told me your sweat is so shiny and beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You're glowing, Dana.
It is, I believe, a good workout, and this comes from someone who has twice been to a gym. You can trust me.
Did you give the dog the dinner?
Yes.
Thank you.
Dog's dinner.
Oh, sweet Angie.
I did screw up a little bit with the insulin.
Oh boy.
Oh, right.
I think it's fine.
Are you going to tell us more?
Well, so you put the needle in like just under her skin, and occasionally you like, or I'm sure this has happened to you too, will go to push the insulin in and it will squirt out, meaning
I've done it perfectly every single time.
Meaning you've like kind of gone through the skin, and she doesn't react because it's, a tiny needle, and she's so brave and perfect.
Angie.
Yeah, that was it.
I'm probably gonna embarrass them, but Auden is watching right now.
Hi, Auden.
And they just went, that's what Dana sounds like.
I hope it doesn't disappoint.
Auden, this is a message for you and for anyone else who's watching. If you're watching this live, you may be able to play along with us. You're going to see the code on the screen when I put it on the screen, and anybody who's watching this live should be able to play along in theory, because that's, Liz and I aren't in the same room together. Liz, do you want me to share my screen with you so that you can look at that rather than looking at the stream to depend on? Okay, so let me try this. Share computer sound, share. Oh, I forgot that Zoom does this. That's kind of annoying because that
makes.
We're not as big now. Your name, our names are too long. Oh well. It screws with my setup, but it'll make the game better. We're gonna play Blather Round.
Ooh. Also, Auden says, Dana, that your voice does not disappoint.
Okay.
And they said, thanks, Will, but I'm going to watch because I hate games.
Fair enough.
You might change your mind though.
Don't hold your phone too close to the microphone because it makes that annoying sound. Liz, do you know where to go?
Yeah, I'm there.
Great.
I have my name typed in.
Great. I'm one step behind you.
I'm a 20th century human.
Okay. The code is incoming. I'm guessing you haven't played this game yet, Liz?
No, I have not played this one.
Great. Wow. I don't know what Viscerine means, but it means you're the VIP because you got in before I did. So something's working.
Viscerine is the female version of the word viceroy.
Oh.
Cool.
And is clearly a superior word to viceroy.
Well, Liz, you're the VIP and the expert on Jackbox games. So thank you for pressing everybody's in. So I'm going to give you a tutorial on this game while the game gives you its own tutorial, and hopefully it'll make sense. So you're going to choose a thing
Out of 3 options.
like Moby Dick or a famous person or an object. And then it's a guessing game. Other people have to guess what your thing is, and you give them clues to guess with. And the way you make clues is you fill in blanks in a sentence that the game gives you.
Okay.
And you have to fill in the blanks with, there's a multiple choice list of words to choose from. You can't create your own words.
Yeah, okay.
So look at the sentence, look at the word lists, scroll through them because the list might be longer than can fit on your phone screen.
So right now you should be getting one that you can choose. It'll be pretty self-explanatory once you do it.
Now you're going to craft a sentence that describes your prompt.
Beep, beep.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
here we
producer.
go.
Now we're doing sentences.
Pick words to build a
So you
sentence
can also
inside your
scroll
prompt,
down.
and then tap submit to
Oh,
submit.
thank you. Ooh.
Oh, and you can choose more than one
And
word
you
in each
can,
column.
as it's saying, choose more than one word. Angie, don't jump on me. Not the right time.
Aw,
I
Angie.
know.
She's like, but I'm going to sit in your lap.
My students.
That's where I sit.
My students
Oh.
love her.
And you can choose more than one word in each list.
Yeah.
I always have a background on when I'm teaching, and Angie will sometimes spend the entire class in my lap, but it's like a headless, like just the torso of a dog because it doesn't, it just keeps cutting her head off.
Oh my God.
Let's start
And
A
then-
really good background is I've been using the Veil Nebula.
Oh, I've been using.
Okay, while Dana and I are guessing, Liz, you keep creating sentences.
Okay, I see.
Start guessing, everyone. Use your device and type in. That means everyone in the audience too. Meanwhile, the
Einstein.
presenter will write another sentence.
Hamilton.
They fight against the ceremony. Gandhi. Lincoln. They're kinda similar to Gandhi.
When the presenter uses
Rosa
your guess
Parks.
in a sentence, you get points for being helpful.
Mother Teresa. MLK.
He's so political.
What a sweet little sentence. So smart.
Yes.
Yay, you got it. Good
Mandela
job,
effect.
producer Dana.
Thank you.
Off.
This is a good one.
This one is my favorite game. I could play it all the time, and it's so fun
A
seeing.
good
like,
departed human.
yeah, the sentences are so funny.
Contributed a helpful
He's so
sentence.
political. My favorite like phrase is the one that's just like, "It's so blank."
Story is
Talk about blank.
It's a story about a soul
Uh,
education bee.
What the heck?
go.
Forrest Gump. Winnie the Pooh.
And a colourful giggling.
Peter Rabbit. Elmo.
It's not Elmo.
It's kinda similar to Winnie the Pooh.
What are some puppets? Puppet.
Barney. Rabbit.
Liz is gonna have a lead on this one.
Maybe.
Whoa. A tip-top humanoid computer.
A soft computer.
Wally.
Oh, that's a good guess. I'm sorry, I'm blanking.
It has the same
Oh.
vibe as Barney.
Okay.
iRobot.
I'm a computer. I'm a computery guy.
I'm a computer.
I'm a computer.
The hero frolics the
A
group.
computer that's... What's the Will Robinson computer?
Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
What's that computer's name?
Hurry,
The
hurry.
hero
Robot
frolics the
Robinson.
group.
They're
Oh, I think we're gonna lose.
I think so too.
Dana.
Well, Will is the one who loses.
Blah!
It's true.
It's a different
Okay.
Funny robot. Who's the Rocky robot? The robot in Rocky. All right.
It's impossible to pluralize
Kings.
and couldn't get you to focus on the word group.
Teletubbies.
Oh,
If you saw the answer,
Yeah.
you thought, oh,
Well done, Will.
sense.
No.
Poor job for
Bad
us.
on your device.
No, that's all right.
You'll be our last presenter this round. The category is a story.
Do 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 do.
you might be able to get it.
Story
Just...
about a scary angry creature.
Did he get it?
I got it.
So well.
What?
This is not the first time this has happened to us. I can tell we're a couple because I've done that with you, I think, where I've guessed first time.
Glee, you got it.
Oh,
right
it was
away when
Glee.
It was Glee.
What was your
Oh my God.
it's an annoying
Annoying was
teen-
definitely one of the
annoying
words.
teen group or something.
Going to be upset. Whose idea was this?
Angie, off.
Right, mine. Round 2, a chance for redemption. As a
Okay.
I'll give you double the points this time.
This is a game that I like because both sides are so fun to me.
A new prompt.
Yeah.
Pick something your friends might be able to
Angie,
guess.
why?
Don't look
Why?
at me.
You've done everything you need.
Write a sentence to describe your new prompt. Did you know that you can scroll the lists up and down? You might have more words than you think.
I have a really good sentence for my thing. I'm like very pleased with my sentence.
Hmm.
Oh, it's your turn again.
It's your turn again.
It is. I like the speaker. I like the lady.
It's a fantastic big shape creature.
Let's get the presentation started.
Sphinx.
Hmm.
Unicorn.
Man in the Moon.
Ogre.
Big shape.
It blubbers about the being oblong.
Uh-huh.
Whale.
Beaker.
Beaker from the Muppets?
He's oblong.
Narwhal.
Talk about icy.
What a sweet little sentence.
Penguin.
It's a lot like whale and narwhal.
Dolphin.
Seal.
It desires the pod.
Don't we all?
Moby Dick.
Desires the pod. The podcast.
Guys, can I
Lives
get
in
this?
the same place as narwhal.
Wow.
Oh,
We already said seal.
Someone called the Olympics. That was fast.
I'm not paying attention to what
Get
you've
your
said.
guesses in before this thing wraps up.
Oh, is it? Hmm.
Time is almost up.
Quite simply, it's
Oh, dang. So close.
A beluga. A beluga.
Well, I guess he can win them all.
This was the
That's
easy
right,
option.
but he didn't.
Beluga.
that's
Beluga baby.
very far from being easy.
I agree. It's a vein liquid. Ooh.
Here we go.
Coffee.
liquid gold. Mercury.
It epitomizes the body establishment.
Blood.
Frappuccino. Green juice.
Glow.
It's more
What could be more specific than blood?
Wine.
Talk about girlish.
Red wine.
Why, that sentence could fit in the palm of my hand.
Cosmopolitan.
Lady Blood.
Martini.
Oh.
It's nothing like cappuccino and vodka.
Ah.
It freezes the medical.
What the heck? Oh, wait. Is this it?
Plasma.
Insulin.
Huh. Thought I had it there.
Yeah, I would have thought so too. Nothing like cappuccino and vodka. It freezes. Okay, something.
Talk about girlish.
Embryo.
Period blood.
Egg.
It's nothing like
But what other
What a fabulous
fluid is there?
Man blood.
Man.
Time's running out. Time to take some big swings.
oh, skin vial.
Oh, what's it called?
Bone marrow. Bone marrow.
It's almost over.
We're not getting it
No.
this time.
Dandruff.
Oh,
ooze.
skin vial.
I don't know. You'll see.
Botox. Oh.
It's vein liquid.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
It
Sorry.
It
is.
freezes. Where was it? It epitomizes body establishment.
It all makes sense now that I know.
The category is story.
I'm just so removed from the Botox world.
It's a story about a wooden story.
Here we go.
Toy Story.
Pinocchio.
Wooden story. A
And a
twisted
twisted
phenomenon.
It's a different genre than Toy Story.
Chucky.
Whoa. It's a murder.
Whoa.
Ooh, the sentence is up.
Tinker Soldier.
I couldn't remember what it was called. Hey, gotta look at it all together. Wooden, something about
The
wood.
hero is the detective.
Fargo.
Sherlock Holmes.
Are we gonna lose all of these?
I think we are.
Hey, I got Jaws when it was Dana's.
That's true.
Episodes are
It's
kinda
kind of like
Oh,
some
okay, so it's
episodes.
TV.
Course meal.
Oh, I can't remember any TV.
Time is running out. Submit more guesses.
Buffy.
I'm totally blanking.
Eventually, there's a concluding season.
Angel.
Oh my gosh.
Have to say I'm very disappointed about this.
Oh no.
And us? Oh, what's the one with Matthew McConaughey in it?
Then, the
Oh, shit. It's Twin Peaks. You should be disappointed.
If
Oh, man.
don't
I've
It's a
not
story-
seen Twin
it's a
Peaks,
story
so
about a
I don't feel
story.
bad about this.
You can't deny that it's a story about a story.
Time to see where all
But I wasn't thinking it's a story about a story. I was thinking,
That's what I wrote.
I was focusing on the wooden part. There's a lot of
I
wood.
wrote words, says Will.
Again, it all makes sense. Okay. Gotta get it together.
That was the practice round.
Play it again. That was good. Good job. Good
Bladder
It is
round,
funny-
more like practice
It's really
round.
funny to see the credits and then have it say winner producer Dana and then actually have like producers listed.
I am actually a producer.
You make sure our sound sounds good.
Liz.
Occasionally.
Yes. So do
Same
you want to
player.
do just same players?
Yep. Or, I mean, unless there's someone else
Unless
watching.
Auden wants to join and help us out.
Unless one of our
They, I think, are uninterested.
friends is watching, they should just announce themselves if they
Yeah.
want to join
They're a
us.
go with the flow kind of avatar.
I'm gonna go
That's
and-
also one of my favorite
a little bit.
avatar lines.
Here are 3
I was a go with the flow kind of avatar.
I'm gonna go for a hard one this time.
Oh.
You know about. Something you'll be able to describe.
You guys
I had
better
some
get
good
it.
ones. Have I told you something that's really improved my life?
What?
Is large format
Too
ice.
much. This is your starter sentence.
No.
We'll move on to the main course.
I love these like mid
Okay,
90s
you'll be our first
abstract
Yeah.
shapes.
I've got just the thing. Look at it.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Ready.
I am ready for one thing.
It's a fantastic fun magic event.
It is fun seeing the first things that pop into my brain.
Birthday.
It rolls the
What's
shape.
the shape?
Sisyphus.
Highland Scotland Games.
NASCAR.
It's kinda similar to Highland Scotland Games.
Olympics.
Talk about imaginary.
That sentence is a work of art.
Really wish I knew where that sound was coming from.
Quidditch.
World Cup.
Oh! You roll the dice.
Nice.
Good job. I picked that one because you guys have played Dungeons and Dragons.
Mhm.
Good choice.
A fantastic fun magic event.
It's true. It really is an event when we play.
Story. Time to
I hope we play again someday. I feel like it would be fun to play with
It's a
Kenny.
story about a dark, terrifying human insanity.
Off you go.
Twin Peaks.
The Shining.
Sign.
And a bad tapping.
Breaking Bad.
The Telltale Heart.
That's a good one.
I think that's a good guess.
That's a really good one.
It's a long
Okay.
telltale heart.
The Cask of Amontillado.
Dracula.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Except I couldn't remember how it was spelled.
Frankenstein.
Montiato, by the way, not great.
Whoa. I
Pathetic mystery. That's every story. Tapping. Okay, it's not a short story.
So it's not a short story.
The timer stops for no one. Get those guesses in.
Oliver Twist.
The hero does the
Oh,
Hooray!
Oh, nice. Does the poem. Excuse me.
Bless you.
oh, I'm so proud of myself for that one.
Sentences onto my phone,
The bad tapping.
and I'm going to mail it to Jimmy Carter.
Very good.
Okay, it's finally your turn.
Jaws 2.
The what is away. You're guessing a place.
Place. Okay, we haven't done place yet.
It's a beautiful ancient life environment.
Let's do this.
Egypt.
The Pyramids.
It's where you explore the underwater.
Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Ocean.
So much scuba gear.
Bermuda Triangle.
Aw, look how little that sentence
Mariana
is.
Trench.
I love him.
Seafloor.
It's kinda similar to seafloor.
The Titanic.
Yes.
Oh.
When I saw coral reef, I'm like, I hope we don't get stuck there.
Meatball,
Job,
meatball,
Will.
spaghetti underneath. Ravioli, ravioli, Great Barrier Reef.
What is that?
That's from SpongeBob
Well, the
SquarePants.
first round's
Oh,
done.
Auden will be
Let's take a
pleased
peek
about
at the
that.
score.
I have not watched much SpongeBob SquarePants because it made me hate living.
Oh, wow.
Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formuoli.
Round two.
I watched a lot of SpongeBob,
Doubled.
partially because my brother watched a lot of SpongeBob.
By now you're practically an expert at picking prompts. If you're having trouble,
Oh, shoot. Oh, I just...
you must be a really
See, I barely even look at the easy ones.
Mhm.
So I picked the middle one, and then my brain had enough time to register the easy one that I passed up on. And I regret passing on that one. I'm not saying what it was in case it comes around again. In a future game.
I'm very proud of my sentence this time.
I do want to say Botox can be used for medical purposes. but-
Yes, I know. It's good for migraines.
Yeah.
Love people.
They're not a cube.
And you're off.
Circle. Wheel. Tire.
Kool-Aid Man.
It is they are not a cube.
They are famous for the game.
Coneheads. Sumo wrestler.
That's not spelled right, is it? The game.
They're kind of similar to circle.
Ovals?
Oval.
He's so fruity.
And it's not the Kool-Aid Man.
Starburst.
That is a cube.
They're
More famous than GLaDOS. Okay. Ooh, fruity.
Long left.
Around fruity like a mascot.
known for
Haunting
fortune
Edie.
eating.
Count Dracula. I think it's a cereal.
Count Dracula.
I think it's a cereal man. Count Chocula, thank you. Similar, so some sort of evil robot
Time
voice.
is ticking. Hurry, hurry.
Let's do the cereal. Damn it.
I said they're famous for the game, and I think there was one video game character in that whole lineup of guesses.
Was it Pac-Man?
Yes!
Damn it.
It was friggin' Pac-Man. She says right as it appears on the screen.
The category is bang.
Maybe
Here
you're
we
just
go,
not good
Dana.
at this.
It's an amazing scorching rectangle.
Let's get the presentation started.
Monolith.
Grill.
The sun.
The sun is not a rectangle, Will.
What?
The remote.
Mordor.
It's kinda similar to grill.
Stove.
Iron.
Talk about early.
A mini sentence for maximum impact.
Oven.
Oven.
Pizza.
Pan. Cookie sheet.
It is the food.
It is the food.
Brownie.
Pop-Tart.
Who did it? Yay!
Yeah, it's an amazing scorching rectangle. Is very good for Hot Pockets.
I love a Hot Pocket right, fresh off the grill.
Well, I was at the time I had no way to indicate it was food.
The category is story.
Oh God.
It's a story about a recent somebody adventure.
Time to begin.
Lord of the Rings.
Recent.
And a youthful character.
Moon landing.
Steve Jobs.
Peter.
What is moon landing?
Whoa. A cheaper girl.
The social network.
West Side Story.
Nancy Drew.
Grease. Scoop.
It's nothing like West Side Story.
What
East
is it
Side
like?
Story.
What's in that sentence is astounding.
The hero goes to the forest.
Diana in her own words.
Red Riding Hood.
You know what they
Red
say. Better done.
It's a lot like Red Riding Hood.
Hansel and Gretel. Cinderella.
Oh, time is ticking. Hurry, hurry.
Eventually, there's a furry eating.
Now that's a sentence.
Ah. A flurry of eating. That's poetry.
Not a flurry, a furry.
Oh.
Let's see
I'm gonna have to
who
leave
goes
after this
first.
game.
Yeah, have fun.
The crown
Thanks.
goes to Celebration.
Good job, Liz.
Thanks.
This game is so fun.
I'm a viscerine.
We all won one, and
We all
that's what
won.
history will show.
Shout them at the
We all
We
won.
played 3 games, and we each won one of them.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, I love you.
Bye,
Thanks
Dana.
for
Bye,
visiting
Auden.
the Smug Buds. Producer Dana.
Now I'm going to change my headphone setup.
Oh, good. Right.
Okay, now I can hear again. So this is the only one of these games that we can play with just 2 people.
Okay.
So we can do that,
Mm-hmm.
or you can watch me lose at Fall Guys some more,
Yeah.
or you can get Kenny in here and we can play a different Jackbox game.
Oh, let me see if he wants to do that. Hey, Kenny. Do you want to play a Jackbox game with us? Kenny's coming over.
Oh boy. We've had Dana, now we get Kenny.
Producer Kenny.
And I can get my background back. How do I get my background back when I'm sharing my screen?
I don't know. Sorry, I sound like Ellie. I don't know. You tell me. Jackbox.tv. And sit down.
I'm going to stop sharing for a second.
Okay.
What's the code?
We don't know yet. It's not ready yet.
I can tell you what it is.
He'll tell us.
It's KSOO.
KSOO. Kazoo.
Unless you want to play a different game.
No, let's do this one.
Okay.
Kenny will like this one.
Cool.
If he wants to join us. Are you not going to pour me some bourbon at least?
Are you hearing that sound at all? The one that's like a little staticky interference?
No.
Hmm.
That really makes me think that you think it's me.
No, I don't necessarily think it's you. I'm going to listen. I'm going to watch the VOD later and see if I can hear it on the stream. Hi, Kenny.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Pretty good.
Welcome to the Smug Bud stream.
You're our second ever guest.
Will, you're set up? We're all set up. Okay, everybody's in.
I didn't put
Everybody's
something
in.
fun in front of my name. No one told me.
Welcome to Blather Round. It's fun to play.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is we're each gonna pick a topic, and
You're going to present a secret prompt.
I'm just gonna skip this and explain it to you as we go.
Already get it. Then let's play.
So we're gonna pick a topic, and then
Round 1.
bye, Dana, love you.
Liz says, bye, Dana, love you.
So you have topics here. I'm not gonna look at them. You have to pick one, and then once we all pick one, we're going to make a sentence with some sort of pre-picked words. And then once it's our turn, we're going to be trying to get the other 2 people to guess the thing that we did, and there'll be prompts on your phone. It'll make sense as we do it. I believe in you.
Okay.
Oh, time is ticking.
Glad we skipped those instructions.
On your device, you'll see 2 word columns.
Okay, so this is the
Tap
first
all
one.
Words you want to include in your sentence, and then tap submit when you're finished. You can always change your mind. Just tap the word again to take it out.
You can also scroll up and down to get more and less words. Usually. You can pick 1 or 2, but... Okay, so Will's going first, so we're going to be trying to guess his thing.
It's a story. Stories come in many forms.
A shiny villain area.
Now's the part where you submit guesses on your device. That means everyone in the audience, too.
Joker.
In the meantime, the presenter will write another sentence.
Team Rocket.
And a glorious belief song. It's not
Okay, so it's not a movie.
When the presenter uses your guess in a sentence, you get points.
Lord of
Oh,
Rings.
it's not a movie. How do you know that?
Because it says it's not the same form as Joker. Assuming I'm interpreting this correctly.
Whoa, a blonde sinner.
All the
A
cool
blonde
words
sinner?
in that sentence.
Who's blonde?
It's not my town.
I can't think of a single blonde person. It's a story.
The hero dislikes the philosophy.
We're nearing the end. Guess, guess, guess.
Paradise. It's the TV version of Boston.
It's almost over.
I think Kenny
Guess.
knows.
Lucifer.
No.
Eventually, there's
I'm lost. I have no idea.
Spoiler alert if you haven't watched this show.
It's great, but it's good for your skin.
It's the good place,
Oh.
which is hell.
Did a good job. My bad.
Those are really good clues for that.
Those were really good clues.
Thanks.
Okay, Kenny, it's your turn. So now I have to guess.
And I have to
It's a
guess.
warm belief.
It's a warm belief.
Here we go again.
A place.
Church.
Mecca.
Trudge.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Church.
Church.
Is it church?
It's where you buy the piercing. Tattoo parlor. Hospital.
Oh,
Oh my god, I can't believe I got that.
that's really good. My last guess was Claire's. I don't know if that got through, but I
I
came
actually didn't see other guesses.
kind of close there.
Did this very specific thing.
Hope everyone
Let's finish
watching the
this round
stream has
strong.
enjoyed seeing my cursor in the middle of the screen up until I moved it a second ago.
It's always good to know where you are.
They're a terrifying fictional liquid entity.
Off you go.
Flubber.
They are famous for the condensation.
Moby Dick.
Is it Jaws?
Jaws.
Like it already was in one of our
They were
previous
friends with
games?
Flubber.
Oh, imagine being friends with Flubber. Ooh.
He's so gigantic, disastrous.
Is it?
A perfectly plump sentence.
No. I thought I had it.
There's
Huh.
nothing like T1000.
Tidal wave.
Known for the mouth-watering head.
Decide.
Fascinating. Um,
Slimer. Ghostbusters.
They're less human than Poseidon.
and the category is person, and they're less
God.
human than Poseidon.
Who's that jar of juice that goes through walls?
Come on, do it.
Will.
Wait, what? What is
What's
it?
that jar of juice that goes through the walls and says, "Oh yeah"?
Oh,
It has a name, surely. Yeah.
that's funny because that was someone's guess
It was my guess.
in an earlier game when
Terrifying fictional liquid entity. They're famous for condensation. He's so gigantic, disastrous.
mine
I
was
knew it. I just could not remember the product, which was integral to knowing the name.
that's very funny. I had Pac-Man earlier. I was trying to get them to
Right.
guess Pac-Man, and Kool-Aid Man came up in that conversation. All right, here we go. Choosing again.
Lucky ducks.
Hmm.
Have to choose a challenging prompt. Write a sentence to describe your new prompt. Tap a word to put it in your sentence. Tap it again to take it out. You got this.
Oh, I'm so ready. They're known for condensation. Such a good clue.
I knew it. I just could not remember it.
That's why we're married.
The
Oh, I'm going
category is
first.
person.
Okay.
Perfect. I happen to be a person myself.
They're an undead old person.
Let's do this.
Dracula.
Grandma.
Frankenstein. Mummy.
They are famous for the TV.
Nosferatu. Angel. Spy.
They're kind of similar to Dracula.
Hmm.
Vampire.
He's
Okay.
Aw, look how little that sentence is.
Ah, nice. A perfectly constructed series of clues.
He's so candy.
Count Chocula is quite candy.
Contributed a guess that got used. You're getting some points too. The category
Okay.
is person. Some of my favorite people are person.
A soft departed culture human.
Mummy.
They do the television.
Who's the guy who's got a van down by the river?
Walking Dead.
What? What did you just say?
The guy who's got the van. I've got a van down by the river.
I have no clue what you're
From
talking about.
SNL. Who's dead?
Oh, Chris Farley?
Chris Farley.
He's so not average.
Oh, he's nice, but he's dead. A dead nice man. Oh my God, Will.
Mr.
No,
Rogers.
okay.
They have the same vibe as Mr. Rogers.
Okay.
Oh, that's a jumbo sentence.
Barney. Alex.
Known for
Oh.
living in-
Oh my God. Oh my God. What is his name?
Oh, I got it.
Those guesses
But
I got it
do I
first.
got it faster?
It accepted BPB Ross. I see your typos. They're snatched away very quickly, but I see them before they disappear.
Known for the living paint. It is the same vibe as Mr. Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
As presenter, you're up.
Kenny, it's you.
Oh.
I knew if I could make you think
my
of
thing
Mr.
open,
Rogers,
but-
I could get to Bob Ross.
It's a story about a youthful human.
And so it begins.
And an attractive small town.
Hunger Games. Holes.
Beauty and the
Holes.
I don't know. We were talking about it recently.
Little town. It's a quiet village.
Romeo and Juliet.
Twilight.
Hmm.
Anna Karenina.
Ugh. These none of these are good.
Feeling stuck? You can always hit skip to get a new sentence with fresh words.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Well, coming at your neck.
It has the same.
Oh, okay.
That's a fancy sentence, Professor.
The host.
The hero has the redhead.
Pithy Longstockings.
You haven't got long left.
Mermaid.
Nancy Drew.
Hmm.
No, it won't let me change my thing.
Type fast. We're down to the wire.
It's a different.
Oh, it's
story.
not a novel. Good to know.
Ah, yeah.
Riverdale.
I just got stuck in the world of
I'm not
books.
mad. I'm just disappointed. Oh my god, I'm I love you. Here's the part competitive.
The hero has the redhead was the closest clue that
Yeah.
in an attractive small town.
Yeah, they're very attractive on Riverdale. They're so hot. Oh, I did a good job. I won.
I did not do very well.
What was your first time playing, Sweetie Pie?
Thanks for playing. We really hit it off.
Again? Or
Do you want to play again?
Yeah.
all
Kenny's
right.
like, now I know.
You can't change the first option once you pick it.
Oh, really?
I couldn't.
Welcome back. You're the best group that's ever played this game. Don't tell the other groups. I mean it.
Okay, scary lady.
Round one, coming right up. First up, choose the prompt you'd like to
That's
present.
not the easiest one. Oh my god.
Remember, you sentence.
The easiest one was
time.
crouton. I did not pick that. None of you would have gotten
More
crouton.
sentences later. So just do your best. Let's start with you. The category is story.
Oh, Kenny's up first. Are you ready, baby?
Could be TV, could be movie, could be book.
It's a story about a tragic somebody.
Dracula. Frankenstein.
Romeo and Juliet.
And a big ego.
Oh.
Atlas Shrugged. Sherlock Holmes. The Odyssey.
Nothing like Dracula. one. And an old-timey jamboree.
I want to marry that sentence,
Macbeth.
but no kids.
An old-timey jamboree.
Man, we need to have more jamborees. Oh, I guess not right now. Womp womp.
The Muppet Movie.
An old-timey jamboree. Oh.
It's kind of similar to Citizen Kane.
Meg.
Wizard of Oz.
The Graduate.
The hero belongs in the prohibition.
Oh, time is.
I got it.
Hurry, hurry.
Ah, of course.
But it's not like or it's similar to ones weren't helpful because
We
you
had
were
bad
guessing
guesses.
books.
Look at you, big fancy.
A tragic somebody and a big ego. Okay, here we go.
Time.
It's a story about
Beautiful, good belief human.
Here we go.
The Bible.
Good start.
and a youthful sci-fi weirdness. It's nothing like the Bible. Whoa, a precious gal.
Congratulations.
Blade Runner.
You successfully wrote a sentence.
Star Wars.
It's kinda similar to Blade Runner.
Star Trek.
Sci-fi but young. What does that look like?
The hero goes to the house.
A house.
Who are actors in Blade Runner?
Harrison Ford.
Okay, no.
Rutger Hauer. I'm having trouble thinking of other sci-fi things.
Dune.
It has the same vibe as Blade
Yeah, we got that.
Time is running out. Time to take some big swings.
2001.
Eventually, there's an orange fate personality.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, time.
Kenny, this is you.
I have no guesses here, Liz.
Grogu. Was it Grogu? I didn't manage to get that guess in before time was up.
Kenny,
Moving on.
what's an orange?
Ah,
Oh.
yes, that is kind of
What's the
similar
house?
to Blade Runner.
That like temple thing that they're in?
Oh.
You're the last presenter this round.
That's a hard one. I haven't thought of that movie in a long while.
Kenny loves that movie. I picked that mostly for Kenny, no offense, Will.
It's a sprawling old construction.
Time to begin.
Wait, this is a place?
Stonehenge.
Pyramids.
It's where you encounter the Ego family.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, I was typing it as it Kenny got it. The ego-
Thanks, the crown.
We all had it on our brains.
Check out the points. Look at all
How
those
can you not have
fingers.
Elizabeth on the
They
brain?
certainly mean things in relation to each other.
I'm on
Have I told
I'm
you
on a
that when
call
I
with
have-
her.
When I have to spell my name now on the phone, I say it's Elizabeth like the Queen.
Points are doubled.
And that works usually.
Oh, they know exactly how to
Here we
spell
go
it.
again.
Not with an S.
Beautiful new
That's
prompt.
cool.
But with a Q.
Pick the prompt that seems like the most fun. Pick the one that seems the least scary.
Uh,
Will is having some feelings right now.
I had to go with the easy one because the other two would have been impossible. For me, not for somebody else, but for me.
Uh-huh.
You're going next.
Oh, Auden, you haven't heard these.
Your
Those
guess
are my
was
meeps.
Ooh, tricky. It could be
Kenny doesn't think they're real.
anyone.
Oh, I think they're meeps. I don't think they're hiccups.
They're a big, terrible figure.
Let's get the presentation
Person.
Hitler. Churchill. God.
They are famous for the sequel event.
The devil.
Oh, wow.
I was gonna say I picked the last one for Kenny and I picked this one for you, Will, but then I realized Kenny has been rewatching these movies.
That is a sequel event.
I've never seen such a caring
I'll be honest, when I read
You are the
Famous for the
best
Sequel
of
event, I thought it must be a reference to World War II.
You're like, I said Hitler.
I was
Oh my god, Will, you're going.
Yes, yes.
A large community creature.
Elephant.
Donald Glover.
He was on Community.
They are part of the singing. They would be friends with elephants. He's so avian.
Why, that sentence could fit.
I told you it was the easy one out of the three.
Big community creature.
I'm so proud of you for doing the words like that.
They
and
would
making
be friends with the elephant because they're friends with
That's right.
Last presenter.
You know about Snuffleupagus and like
How he used to be imaginary until they decided that was dangerous.
yeah, because they wanted kids to know that adults would believe them.
Yep. Because the Snuffleupagus in your life could be a strange pedophile.
Yes, exactly.
It's where you have the cube. It has the same vibe as death.
Louvre. Tomb.
Graveyard.
So much appliance.
What?
A fun-size sentence.
IKEA.
It's a lot like IKEA.
Oh.
Car dealership.
Sears.
Walmart. Target.
Sam's Club.
This place has a branded thing.
McDonald's.
Time is ticking. Hurry, hurry.
Oh Lord. Who?
It's smaller than Sears.
What a marvelous sentence.
JC Penney.
Macy's. LL Bean.
It's where you purchase the store.
It's where I purchased the store?
Amazon.
I want to know what this cube is.
Best Buy.
There was no
Ah.
technology clues.
Mm.
Close. Probably. Let's see how the scores shook out.
Best Buy is not where I have my cube, personally.
And that means the
They sell things in cube shape.
Mhm.
Many of their
remember-
wares.
No, I'm
Do you
just
remember
thinking
when
of my own
iPods used to
cube.
come in those like cube boxes, those like perfectly cube-shaped boxes?
Sure.
God, what a time. What a time we lived in.
Liz, you won.
I did. I'm good at this game.
Liz is on a roll.
Lady Luck is me. I am Lady Luck. What happens when Lady Luck comes to the table?
Is that
She
from,
wins.
is that from something? Okay.
No, it's from me. It's from my good words.
Mm-hmm. New game, same game, or no game?
Kenny, what do you think?
You can pick.
No.
I'm not picking.
I want to do this again. Can we do this again?
Why not?
Nice.
Let's roll those dice. See if anyone can conquer Liz. This is it's a true, much like dodgeball. This is a true underdog story.
Wow. Coming at my neck.
I'm coming for the king, and I best not miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Round one. Pick a prompt and be prompt.
Auden just said, God, remember when people cared about iPods? And I would like to let them know that I own an iPod that I use every day.
That's cool. Yeah, I did that for a while. I was kind of a holdout. I had an iPod Touch that I used for many years.
Hurry.
That I would use in tandem with my smartphone, but haven't done that for at least 5 years.
I use it in my car, and so I can listen to all my music.
Yeah,
Because all my music will not fit on my phone.
that's a good use for it.
And I would use it at work to listen to podcasts. And people would say, do you have 2 phones?
How's that sentence coming along,
Oh,
Liz?
Jesus.
This beer tastes weird.
What is it?
It's a hazy IPA, but taste it.
You're leading the pack. They picked.
You are leading the pack, Liz, just like the game said.
I mean, it's an IPA, so.
It's a dry, cruel place.
Off you go.
Desert. Arizona.
Desert.
Mars. Moon. Hell.
It's where you feel the desert shame.
Hmm.
It's a lot like desert,
New Mexico.
so much island.
Hmm.
That was fast.
Hawaii.
Good job, Kenny.
That is very much island.
So much.
And it's a dry. Kenny's always like, I will never go to Australia. All the scary things are there.
Yeah, all of the scary living things are there.
Like those coconut crabs.
Too big.
Literally guess what it is. That's big.
And like any video of like a spider bursting open and there being more spiders.
Also too big.
Let's do this.
Wait, this
Yeah.
is a thing. A vibrant tube.
Cathode ray.
Dildo.
I was gonna try to not say that, but I didn't have to.
It has the tube.
Television.
It's kind of similar to cathode ray.
Oh,
Telescope.
Talk about incandescent.
You have a way with words.
Tesla coil.
Hadron.
what is that thing?
Brentolite.
The sound went out. I'm like, yeah.
It has the fluid. Oh,
Lava lamp.
no.
That really seems like it should be right.
It's kind of similar to lava lamp.
What a tasty sentence.
Oh, party.
Little sentence. So small, so cute.
Disc of all.
Black light.
Time is running out. Submit more.
Jesus. Oh, party.
It's nothing like Grand Collider.
Okay.
He was harder than I thought.
Quite simply.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was typing it too. I was also typing it. Now I'm never going to
Yeah,
beat
you did.
Liz.
It's a vibrant tube.
It has the tube. The tube is the important part.
Talk about incandescent. It's kind of like a dildo.
Nothing. Nothing.
Depends what you're looking for.
Nothing.
I got glow stick my eyes once. You don't want to get that in anywhere
He
sensitive.
did. He threw a glow stick in the fire.
It's a general consumerism place.
Here we go.
Marketing. Giant.
Farmer's McCrit.
Oh, do you have giants out there?
I don't think so.
It's where you encounter the dying person.
Hospital.
It's kinda similar to Walmart. So much pill.
What a sweet
Catacomb.
little sentence.
Pharmacy. Rite Aid.
It's a lot like pharmacy.
Hospital.
Doctor's office.
Hospice.
Walgreens.
Okay, there we go. I was like, how do I get them to name a different pharmacy? Like
I mean, general consumerism place. Do you know how many Christmas presents I've gotten at like fucking
Let's check
Walgreens?
out the scoreboard.
sure.
I got Kenny a Nightmare Before Christmas sock advent calendar at Walgreens last year. It was a great present. He still wears the socks.
It was very good.
That sounds cool.
Rather round.
I wish I was wearing my Nightmare Before Christmas sneakers. I could show them to you. But yeah.
Sneakers?
Same challenge, new prompts. Choose wisely.
Kenny, why aren't you amazed by this?
Because I'm picking my thing.
Pro tip: if you don't know what one of the prompts is, maybe don't pick it. Write a sentence to describe your new prompt.
Auden agrees Australia is a terrible place, by the way, for animals. They said it's
Well, I think
great.
it's a good place for animals. I think it's a bad place for human beings.
A short group.
Another short group.
Oh,
And we're off.
Lord of the Rings.
The Hobbit. The Sandlot.
And a horrible hero.
It.
Captain Underpants.
It's kind of similar to the Sandlot.
The Goonies.
One. A twisted satire.
We all got together and decided we love
Strange.
that
Ugh.
sentence.
Starship Troopers. Major League.
oh Lord.
Ah, there we go. I can
Good
get
job.
one of these.
Good job.
It's a short
Will.
group.
They are short. They also really did haunt you in your time. Because they had that Kenny character. And
Oh,
Kenny.
yeah. I was like, I never had a South Park nightmare.
Kenny's like, I've had a lot of nightmares, but none about South Park.
It's an angry screen object.
Here we go.
Angry birds.
It tosses the building.
The Hulk.
King Kong.
Talk about it.
Godzilla.
Wreck-It Ralph.
It's kinda similar to angry.
A big sentence from a big mind.
Rampage.
Plants vs. Zombies.
It has the hostage.
Oh no.
It's a lot like Wreck-It Ralph.
I like how it's still saying wreck it correctly.
Oh,
A fun-sized sentence.
it's the video game version of King Kong.
I guessed Rampage. Oh.
I picked Donkey Kong, and then as soon as I picked it, I recognized, oh wait, they categorize this as thing. It's like, oh wait, do they mean the video game, not the character?
You did a good job with the first clue of saying screen object,
Right,
though.
yes,
Yeah.
that's why.
God.
It's a story about a bad journey.
Okay, who can type in the first guest first?
Lord of the Rings.
There we go. Got that out of the way.
Harry Potter.
And a greedy smoking situation.
Dude, where's...
Pineapple Express.
It's a different genre than Lord of the Rings.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
That 70s show?
Bill and Ted.
Whoa.
Ah, that really, huh.
Love Company.
We can all agree we loved that sentence.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Just gonna keep hammering this drum. Really seems like one of these should be correct.
The hero adores the big shot.
Time is running out. Time to take some big swings.
Space Jam.
Inglourious Bastards.
Oh God.
Oh.
Time is almost up.
Oh my God, I can't believe you got that. That's us being
Wow.
married right there.
Yeah,
That's
that
us
is.
being married shit right there.
I was like, oh, Liz hasn't watched this. How would she describe it?
Look, our love is forever captured on the
A
television.
greedy smoking situation.
A
That's
greedy
very good.
smoking. They smoke a lot.
Mhm.
Grandmaster final.
I think you threw us off with the not a bad journey.
It's not that bad. I mean, like where
Oh,
I have.
you won.
Oh, good job, Kenny. It's
We
the,
all won one.
Thanks for playing.
where John Hamm ends up
Time for my dinner.
is
A very thick
middling, right? It's ambiguous as if it's like good or not for him, you know?
Hmm.
Not a bad journey.
Not bad journey. we played 3 games and we all won one, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Kenny, now that you're here, I want to ask you what you think of something.
Ooh.
I shared this with Liz. I got Liz's approval, but I want to get yours as well. So here it is.
I know what this is now.
Baby Yoda's real name. Grogu is Baby Yoda's real name. Baby Yoda's real name. Fire away.
Yes.
You like that?
You should release a full version.
Oh, cool. I'll get right to work on that. This has been a really good focus group so far.
I sang him my Baby Yoda song, and he was like, I feel like that would be really good if I knew what song that was.
Did you ever watch the OC?
Never watched it.
Or did Liz just do a bad job?
Oh no, I did a good job.
I'm sure Liz did a great job.
He's so mean to me, my
I
husband.
didn't say you did a bad job,
As
although I
he's
heard it.
soon gonna be tucking me into bed after reading me a story.
What a monster. Yeah, no, I never did watch the OC.
I kind of want to rewatch the OC.
I mean, I only watched the first season and a half.
Me too.
but
That's exactly where I stopped.
Yeah. I feel like it was a cultural thing of it was just what we watched that year.
I remember seeing ads for it and being like,
ooh, we get to see behind the scenes.
I was like, I'm gonna watch this thing. It's important for pop culture. And it was.
And I mean, I think my mom was watching it, so that's also why I watched it. I don't think it was a thing I was like, I want to watch it.
But then Blake and my mom would watch it with me and we'd like talk about it. It was like the first time that I was like, oh, I'm watching something as that's happening. Besides like Survivor, I guess. The first like non-reality show that I watched as it was happening.
There's not a lot of things that I have watched or will watch, mainly because everyone else is watching them. Usually I have my own reasons. For example, the 2020 example is that I have not watched Tiger King, nor do I intend to.
Yeah, I just never got to it. Kenny watched it.
I feel like it was a watching at the time thing. Like, I wouldn't necessarily rewatch it now.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a, oh my God, what is happening? Let me escape for a period of time.
Where I will then say, oh my God, what is happening again?
I feel like there comes a point where enough people watch something that I don't need to watch it. I just absorb everything about it from the internet. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good. Like, I get the memes. I know enough about it.
I will say that working in an office, I found it's useful to have one thing that you watch that a fair amount of other people watch.
This is Us.
Which is This Is Us for me. Yeah.
That is This Is Us.
Yeah. That is This Is Us.
Mm-hmm.
Though I found that some of our friends watch This Is Us. So I didn't know this, but Sarah and Lauren both watch This Is Us. Mm-hmm. So I can also talk to them about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just cry.
And we all watched The Crown, apparently.
I've only watched the first season of The Crown.
Ah, okay.
I don't know. I think I mentioned this. They did not show Matt Smith's butt after the first 2 episodes.
That's right. I do remember you saying
real
that. You said that
not
before.
Many butts in that show.
Now I remember.
But Matt Smith's butt came up twice in quick succession.
Yeah.
If you say
I don't think we've seen a butt since. That butt count still low.
Butt count still at 2.
I'm, I think, like around halfway or past halfway of the most recent season.
Mm.
I haven't finished it yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just finished.
Spoilers. Don't tell me what happens.
Yeah. I wouldn't dare. It's
Is Diana gonna die in this season? Like, do we know this already? Or is she gonna make it to the next one?
I also know that she doesn't.
Okay, she makes it to the next one.
Yeah, I was going online once I finished to try to get a sense of like what's in store for the future, and saw a lot of speculation that the show is really going to slow down its pace, which could be good, or I mean, in theory, I'm a little disappointed by the notion of that, but I was kind of looking forward to like, oh well, maybe maybe the grandkids will grow up and.
I get why they wouldn't do more recent times because it just feels too real instead of like an adaptation.
I said to Dana, maybe in our lifetimes, like 10 years from now or 15 or 20 years from now, there will be The Crown is back.
Yeah.
And it's seasons 7 and 8, a decade or two later.
I did see somebody speculate that they hoped that Meghan Markle would be able to just play herself.
They're not going to do.
Yeah, they're not.
I know, but wouldn't that be great?
I think Paul F. Tompkins was the one who I saw tweet, is there eventually going to be an episode of The Crown where the royals see the crown? It's just like, yeah, that's part of their lives in contemporary times too.
Oh Lord.
And I mean,
that's the crown jewels.
That's what they said. I mean, that's what they said they would never do on The Office, and then eventually they did it once they were wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Speaking of wrapping it up, should we say goodnight to Twitch?
I think so.
Cool.
Good night, our sweet goslings, all of our viewers.
Enjoy your weekend and see you again soon, maybe in a week.
Yeah.
I'll see you then.
Thanks for joining us, Kenny.
You're very welcome.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.